podcast. My name is Aaron. I'm with
Joshua, and we're here with
Zane.
Hello, Zane. So, prom was this weekend, Saturday, I believe. How was that, specifically that, for you?
It was pretty good. The DJ could have been okay. There was nice
the
energy.
DJ?
What?
Do you know who the DJ was?
No clue. This is a nobody, I guess.
Yeah. Who did you vote for King and Queen, if you did?
I had no clue who anyone was, and I just picked the people I thought looked nice.
Did you vote for a person with the name of E, that starts with E? Well known for Fortnite dancing.
Oh, yeah. Did you vote for...
Yeah,
no,
E-tron.
he wasn't running.
Yeah, I thought he did run.
Did you vote for E.T., bro?
No, I don't think.
E-tron's kind of
I don't think he was running. I checked all of them.
E.T. photo.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But, was there anyone you went out with?
No, I was just going with some of my friends, Devin, Dalen, some of his friends. We went to Babes, then we hung out with the Taco Bell crew, Nolan, Chris,
the boys.
It was nice.
I was there for the after party. That was a very
After
fun
party was fun.
Yeah.
We went swimming in a pool somehow,
Yeah.
But swimming in the middle of May, I don't know if...
Nothing else happened.
I think it was like storming at that point.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't storming.
Not yet, but like
Yeah,
it
no.
It was
did
getting
later
there.
that night.
It stormed whenever we got back home. It was surprising. I thought we got pulled over, but apparently when we were pulling into a neighborhood, we were dropping off people. We were carpooling. Apparently there was some criminal activity there. And,
there was an active shooting in the area.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There was an active shooter. I hope everyone was okay. But he was there was a cop car. And we just saw this guy, of course his all black attire, carrying an AR-15, and we thought like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah.
Apparently we didn't know there was an active shooter.
Yeah.
And like I said, I hope everyone was okay.
Yeah.
There was active shooter. We were all freaked out because we had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
We thought we were all gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
Like, alright guys, there's some 12 teenagers who broke into an HOA pool, and
really?
They could be on, could not be on. We don't know. Just arrest them.
So you only have this school year is ending in 3 weeks.
Yes.
How does that make you feel, knowing that you are a senior?
I have a lot of memories here. Of course,
Yeah.
everyone does, some good, some bad. It is gonna be weird, not having to, go to high school.
Yeah.
But hopefully college can make some, exceptions.
What would you say was the highlight of this year? I mean, not just this year, but in school.
There's some every year has its highlights. Of course, freshman year was COVID year. No one liked that.
Oh, really?
Then my sophomore year, 2 years ago, we all know what happened. The Friday before Thanksgiving.
Oh,
we all know what happened. We were on the news.
Where were you during the riot?
I was making cookies in culinary.
I was sick at home.
Are you still in culinary?
It was like the one day I missed that year because I was sick.
It was the day I was coming back from school.
They always joke around the one day you miss, everything happens.
Yeah,
really
because I was there, but I felt like really sick, so I went home early, and then like that happened. It's like still insane.
I was sick for 2 days, and then I came back on that day, and like I didn't have
You
Snap.
had no clue what happened.
I don't use Snap at all, so I wasn't aware. But like someone showed me, I was like, that sounds like the dumbest idea ever.
Yeah,
And then I ended up sitting on bleachers for 3 hours.
No,
I was in PE.
the surprising thing is, I was in my culinary class. It was a double block class, so it was third.
Oh yeah.
It was third and fourth period, and this was when we had the 8 period schedule with A days and B days.
Right.
So I was in culinary, and it was right after third period. So of course it was in the middle of our thing, and the old culinary teacher, Chef Portner, she told everyone, okay, listen here. We all us teachers had a meeting about it with the administration. We know what's gonna happen. Okay, we are advising you to not do this. And the culinary room, she would always let us go during passing period to the restroom. So half the people went, and half the people stayed. And then when it happened, we went to Coach Harpin's class, and this was when he was in his original class. I totally forgot the hallway name, but it was one of the back rooms in the 2100 hallway. We played Cards Against Humanity, fun game. We watched Trolls, and then she asked some of the culinary people, "Hey, it's boring. We were actually going to do a lab that day. We were going to make, I totally forgot what we were going to make, but we were going to make food."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's like, "You know what? You want to salvage the day? I got flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make cookies." So we had like 3 people walking around school. It was like a full sheet pan of sugar cookies. Some was frosted, some just had sprinkles on it. We were walking around like, "Hey, you want cookies?" We were going out to offices. That I thought that was, let's make a good moment out of a bad day. So that was of course the highlight. And then at the later of the year, I went to Disneyland with choir.
Really?
Junior year, honestly, I don't think anything of note happened in junior year that I remember. It was just fun. I had all my friends in all my classes. Fun year. This year, same thing. Nothing really of note. Everything was boring.
Okay.
But it was fun. I enjoyed high school.
We'll be right back to the podcast in a second. But if you would like to hear more, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the LH Media channel to keep up on new podcast episodes coming soon. And now let's get back to this podcast episode.
Okay, so Diego and I were discussing this during lunch, and I want to see your guys' opinion on this, right? You have 2 sets of twins, right? Two like identical twins, right? They're exactly the same, right? You have 2 guys, 2 girls, and they're dating each other, right? Mm-hmm. They both have a kid.
Uh-huh.
Biologically speaking, would they be the same?
I think I heard about this happening. Some twins were dating the same twins. I think they're technically cousins or half siblings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you.
It's confusing because we all know. We all took biology. We all know how DNA works.
Yeah.
But it's confusing because twins. Of course, they look if they're identical twins, they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, their DNA is not 100% identical, but it's very close. So I have no clue. I think they are technically cousins speaking, but biological wise, I feel like they're actually closely related because you still got that you still have the the twins factor comes into it.
Yeah,
it is weird. Now I'm not a scientist. I'm going into musical education, so
yeah.
Wow,
we looked it up. You're actually very close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
basically correct because
I'm pretty sure it's cousins.
Originally, legally and biologically, they're cousins, right?
Yeah, they're cousins.
But biologically speaking, they are more similar. Assuming all of the circumstances are perfect, right?
Yeah.
They are biologically closer to brothers than they would be, cousins, right?
Yeah, because the cousins, you're dating the mom,
right.
Your dad's mom's.
Yeah, because it's your
with a different
uncle's child.
But
my argument was that one, recessive genes, the parents of these twins, they might come into play and all that. But assuming they both get very similar genes from the 2 parents, they are genetically closer to brothers than.
Yeah.
What if those? What if they both have twins and they're both male and female?
Oh yeah, we talked about this like Inception, right?
Yeah.
We okay, what if we went back to the start of humanity and then did it?
No.
What if they all had twins?
What is
they
this
all kept
Sweet
doing
Home Alabama stuff?
Yeah, I know.
It gets weird when you think about it.
But it's not gonna.
It's confusing when you think about it. The factors that come into play. Of course, like you said, the recessive genes, the dominant genes. They all come into play. Then you also have to look in family history.
Right.
If there's anything there could have been recessive genes that dropped down. So they could be twins. They could not be twins. It's confusing in a scientific way.
Yeah.
Well, none of us are scientists.
No.
No.
So it's interesting when it comes into us because we have no idea what is going on.
Yeah.
But I bet a scientist or like some DNA guy.
But speaking of degrees, where are you heading to for college? What place?
So,
or state?
It's
For what degree?
So I'm going into Southeastern Oklahoma State University. It's college up in Durant. It's right next to the Choctaw Casino.
Yeah.
So I'm going into the musical education field. I always had a passion for music.
Mm-hmm. Well, specifically about music.
What?
The instrumentation, vocally, or?
Well, I'm a choir student. I'm in chambers choir, so I've always loved these. I always loved the fact that I'm always learning something. I always had like these great teachers. Miss Adams, Miss Lewis. Here I had great middle school teachers. So like I always loved the music. I always loved like the science behind it. I always love like how those pieces that like bring in emotion, not only in just like the words, but like the instrument wise. Like you could always see like these nice piano parts where like it takes a full form like this. You always see like those two parts when it comes to vocal. You always have like the vocal aspect of it, like the lyrics you sing and how you sing it. And there's always the piano side or like the instrument wise. I always love the combination of the two, and I always want to like explain it to someone. And I feel like if this musical education, I can teach it to people, and hopefully they can grasp the same interests as I do.
Yeah. Nice. So what would you say is a big vocal inspiration for you?
Vocal inspiration?
Since you're in choir.
Well,
is there like a particular singer or just like a typical style?
I never had like a very famous singer I looked up to. People say like Beyonce or right now Taylor Swift. I never had that, but I always had like these great teachers, and like the biggest thing, I had a piece in my 7th grade year. It was. And I just loved it so much that I always wanted to like find a song to replicate it. And my sophomore year, there was another piece that I really loved. It's called Dies Irae. If you look up Bryce Lewis, you can actually hear. She published a filming of it when we were singing it, and it sounds so beautiful. I always just love those parts because it's always dynamic and stuff. It's what I loved about songs about that, because like. You can always hear the emotion behind the singers and behind the actual composer who wrote it. So that was always what I wanted to sing.
But do you know what else you don't have time for? To buy the yearbook, which ends on this Friday, the 26th at midnight. However, sales will still go on for 3 more weeks at the price of $75. Thank you for listening, and let's get back to the podcast. So you recently said to us you performed somewhere. Very big, very prestigious. You want to talk about that?
A few weeks ago, me and some of the other choir members, we went to New York for a trip. We got to see a lot, Times Square and stuff like that. But the main focus on the trip was we got the opportunity with some other choirs around the country to perform at Carnegie Hall. If you don't know what that is, it's a big historical building in New York, right next to Central Park, and it's famous for like all these big performances. You have like big, operas. You have these nice orchestras playing there. You have of course choral singers. You have, I think Beyonce maybe did it once. I'm not sure. Wow. Don't fact check me because I'm probably wrong. But like. It's historic because you have all these big time singers or soloist artists or like conductors performing pieces there. So like everyone, that's like the big thing in America. Of course there's stuff around the world. Sydney Opera House, stuff like that. Like this is like the big thing in America, and I was gifted the opportunity to learn a nice big Twilight piece. It's called Twilight Mass. It has like multiple smaller pieces in it, and I got to perform with other people around the country. One was from Idaho, one was from California, one was from Cincinnati, So I got the opportunity to, perform with them at, the Carnegie Hall. Had a great time there, and, that's the thing you want to do.
Would you say that was your favorite moment in choir?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you always recommend choir to someone who's willing to try it out?
100%. It's people have their own passion. Sometimes choir isn't it? Sometimes it is. If you love, performing, or like you're in theater. I know they have musicals. If you have you love the musical so much, take choir. Those different levels for it. There's opportunities. You can go into all region, have a solo contest. You can go to UIL. Especially if you have a younger sibling, choir could be a fit for them. So choir is another opening.
Would you say it was your favorite thing in high school?
It's one of them.
Yeah, not your favorite.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but I have multiple favorite.
Just a class in general.
Oh, 100%.
Really? Yeah.
It was the one constant in high school. I took it all 4 years, so it was a big thing for me.
Would you say teachers were a big part of it, or no?
Yeah, Miss Adams and Miss Lewis, had a great job. Did a great job. They raised me from a little, 8th grade freshman who had no clue what he wanted to do to. They helped me mature into the person I want to be. And they're now teaching my little sister who's a freshman, and I hope they do the same thing with her.
Yeah. I think it's really fantastic when a teacher actually takes the time to get students passionate about what they're teaching, and they actually show what they're going to be doing and focus on actually improving their skills in a specific that class and whatnot. I wish more teachers did that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, how do you feel about Dr. Giggle Touch?
Who?
Dr. Giggle Touch.
Dr. Giggle Touch.
Turn it off.
How does that make you feel?
Okay, that's all for today.
People need to get off the internet.
Aaron needs to get off the internet. That'll be all.
Aaron,
for today.
stop. That actually reminds me of the ringtone I just got. I got it yesterday. I'll show it to you. It's oh my gosh.
That's such an off guard thing.
No.
That was so locked in.
Hold on.
I want to hear this goes off while I'm making a 20-item order.
Oh yeah, Taco Bell's gonna love it.
I want to hear that go off when I make it. Well, anyways, this has been me, Josh, along with Aaron, along with our guest for today, Zane.
Yeah.
Any final words you have for everyone?
Don't do anything stupid or illegal. Be safe, and have a nice rest of your day.
Subscribe to LEHS Media.
Vote for Black Lotus.
No, that's gone. That's already.
Did you win?
No.
Donate money to
lost?
choir.
That's long gone, bro.
You really lost?
Yeah, dude. It was like a big band in the Denton area. Of course, I was gonna.
Everyone here is banned from Taco Bell.